Are you on a job hunt? You have the skills and qualifications, but still not getting the job? Well, the reason is your resume. And in this video today, we're going to solve that problem of yours. We're going to be creating our very own resume analyst, which is going to help you optimize your resume to the best and increasing the chances of you being screened out from thousands of applicants that are applying for the same job role. Let's dive right in. Hi and welcome back to Skill Curve. This is your host Shimbriz, and today we're going to be talking about how to create your very own resume assessor. What I mean by that is that we're going to create a pipeline in which we can actually assess any resume that we upload and check whether the resume is on par with the best practices or not. And to do this, we're going to use this blog from Coursera, which states 10 ways to improve your resume, as well as we're going to use the knowledge base and upload some best resume templates. So without further ado, let's dive right into it and actually build this amazing pipeline. So I'm going to go and create a new pipeline here from scratch. And as I always tell you, we need the two most basic components here. The first one is going to be the input and the output. Now, the input type should be a file because we want to upload a resume or a CV to our pipeline, and then it should tell us the weaknesses and how to improve our resume. So I'm going to go and change this from text to file here. As for the name, let's just say this is input resume. Now we need to configure a few things. One is going to be the knowledge base. So let's go and do that. So I need a knowledge base in which I'm going to upload the templates. So let's create a new knowledge base here. And as for the name, let's just go with templates. I'm just going to go and create it, leave everything as default. And here now I need to upload some files. So I'm going to go and choose to upload file. And I'm just going to drag and drop a template here. There you go. Let's select that and confirm selection. So we have a template in our knowledge base. Now let's get back to the pipeline. So now we have the templates knowledge base configured. And one more thing, you can add more templates to the knowledge base for more creative and diverse options. But for me, I'm just going to go and stick with one finalized template that I have for myself. Okay, so the next thing is, let me just rename this as well. So I'm going to go and say, this is the resume analyst. All right, that's it. All right, now that we have the knowledge base configured, let's just put this aside. The next thing we need is another text, but this time this text is going to be the URL of the blog that we just talked about earlier. So it's going to be this blog here. I'm just going to paste the URL here. And now I will have to go to the data loaders tab because I need a URL loader to actually extract information from this URL. We can later on put inside a semantic vector database. So I'm going to go and just drag and drop that here. Let's connect. All right. Now the next step we want to do is we have to go to the knowledge base and drag the search module right here. I'm going to go and connect the output of the URL loader with the documents here. As for the query, I'm going to go and drag and drop another text module. Now what you write here is of great significance. So I'm going to go ahead and say, if I'm going to go and ask it a really simple question, what are the tips to improve a resume? That's it. And this query will go right here. Now what this setup would do is it would go to the URL, load all the content of the URL, then pass it to a semantic search on a temporary vector DB in which we can pass on a query, a textual query, and later on we can actually push all of this inside an LLM. So now we have the knowledge base, we have the setup for the blog, as well as we have the uploaded file right here. So let's go and now configure the most crucial part, which is configuring the LLM. So I'm going to go and add an LLM here. Let's go with OpenAI. Now a couple of things that we need to add here. So one thing is the resume, then we need to work on the knowledge base. So I'm just going to go and name that as template. And the next thing we need is the result from the vector DB, which is the data from this blog right here. So I'm going to go and name this as contact. So I'm going to go and say contact. There you go. Now we need to create all the variables for all of these. So the first variable is going to be resume here. Then we have template, and at the end we have context is going to go and create that. Now that we have all the variables configured, we can actually go on and connect them. So as for the resume, it's going to be connected to the input. The knowledge base will be connected to the template. And then as for the blog article, is going to be connected to the context here. Now we have everything set. One last crucial part is to actually have a system prompt. So I already have a system prompt for this one, and I'm just going to go and paste that here and then explain how it's going to work. So here is the system prompt. First off, I'm going to give it a persona, which is an expert at resume writing. So I'm saying you're an expert at resume writing. You're tasked with analyzing your resume based on the context and template and analyze tips for potential improvements for the resume. Next, I'm making sure that it does not duplicate the tip. So I'm saying not everything from the context or templates is relevant to the resume. For example, if the resume already does a tip, then do not enlist that item. Now, the most important part here is to actually include these keywords, the resume, context, and the template here, because these are the variables that we are using here. And let's test this out. So there you go, we're finally done with this pipeline. Now what we need to do is we need to actually go on and test this out. So I'm gonna go and stress this a bit. Let's upload the file. So this is the file that I've selected for this test. So let's go and run this and check out the result. And there you go, this is the output. And the output says that based on the provided resume, context, and template, there are several tips and potential improvements. So I can improve the objective statement. And yes, it is reading my resume because I've added these skills. And as you can see, it goes on in detail, thoroughly analyzing the whole resume and giving you a lot of different tips that you can implement on your resume to potentially improve the quality of your resume and get screened for jobs easily. So this was the board that we were creating today, a very powerful resume analyzer that we just created within barely 10 minutes, and it's working wonders. So now that we know that our pipeline is actually working, what we need to do is we need to export this into a chatbot. So let's go and do that. I'm going to go and export that as a chatbot here. And let's just name this as a resume analyzer. And one more thing is, once you convert this into a chatbot, you can share this with your friends and family and they can use your chatbot as well. So we have the chatbot created here. Now you can go and further style this chatbot if you want to, but I'm just going to go and leave this as it is. But one thing that I really want to share here is that you can export this and you can share this using this link here. So you can share this to anyone out there, and using that link, they can open up this chatbot, which is really amazing, right? So that is all. Now we have our amazing resume analyzer ready for us. I hope this video was helpful for those of you who are looking for jobs out there and need to work on your resume because you want to get screened from thousands and thousands of applicants. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Ring the notification bell to never miss out on our daily updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video, where we continue to curb your skills with the latest tech. Till then, stay curious and keep exploring.